We set the trend in the script.
You are, you have been, you will be under the groove.
Snip this glue, get in the zone, because we got to go do something. So that's what we did. And I'm going to be honest with you, I used to like it. You got people from the east and the west and different places, to come over and groove with us.
Was Hoover grooving some part of Hoover? Never met a Hoover groove. Me and you was never in my life. But
a part of what was called the Bonzella Crips.
Hoovers ain't starting no Hoover Crips. And we hit that hand moving on you, walking in your house.
Wait, do that again.
Hit that hand moving on you, that messed up your whole party. You are, you have been, you will be under the groove. Other than the people that come from, representing Miss Johnson. Yeah, come on, man. Bubba, what you doing?
Yeah.
I'm watching you.
How you doing, Miss Johnson?
Sitting on that porch, see everything, man. She see everything.
One day, man, and they was all on their front porch. Haney and Miss Johnson, all of them was on the porch, and they chased me from my yard, through my yard, down the alley, through shortcuts. And I jumped on the roof. Because when we was kids, we jumped roof.
We not the roof, yeah.
So I'm jumping back to the roof towards my house. But when I came out and hit the shortcut, they seen me, and I jumped on the roof. They was telling me go.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, you clear. Yeah.
Go. I jumped from the second roof to the third roof. They like, he on the roof, bro, go. Jumped down and came out the yard, and I was right there in front of the house. They're like, go, boy, go.
Oh man, Miss Johnson.
I ran down. I got away from him though.
Yeah.
And when I seen Miss Johnson, she say, boy, I don't know what I'm gonna do with y'all. She said, but you was running for your life that night. I had dope in my pocket, man, money in my pocket.
You trying to get away?
I was trying, homie. I got away.
Yeah.
But Miss Johnson said, you don't do that no more. Tell Ella.
Baby, is it good? Okay. Yeah, our community, man. I'll tell you what, you could do a podcast that's on our community, man, and excluding any activities, we brought to the table. You know what I mean? And you have a fallen man like no other. But that's one of the things, again, man, that made our community, made us. You know what I'm saying? Not just part of the community, but made us into who we are from the community.
We are.
You know what I mean? So that's some good shit, man.
Strong men and women.
Come on, man. Come on. I kind of tend to think that most of us, man, we go through shit for a reason. Yeah. You know what I mean? That there's a purpose. You know what I mean? On the other end, that struggle or whatever it is. You know what I mean? You appreciate your life, man. You appreciate what you've been through.
If you pay attention to what you've been through.
All right. Have you?
Oh, man, I pay attention every day, man.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing good like I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because I pay attention. I paid attention to what I've done in the past. So now I have to pay attention to what I'm going to do.
Got you. Today and tomorrow.
Yes.
Got you. And I hope to tap back in on that, Ray, and I'm pretty sure we will. I have a question. Well, let's delve into Fremont. So we know about Fremont, y'all. And what was your fondest memory of Fremont, other than
the girls,
the dances?
Well, the
dances,
dancing and banging.
All right.
Right there.
And that was
banging hard as a motherfucker.
Like a big dog, right? Own it.
That school said, them the only time you can see all the girls from the east side.
Right, at school.
At school.
Yeah.
So shit, I used to love to go to school. Even though I ditched.
You did, yeah. But the purpose was to,
man,
to see them girls.
Mom just said, I need you to stay home today. I want you to go do something with me. I got a test.
Like, nah, you got to test your skills. If I could bust me one of these females. See if my game a little tighter today than it was yesterday.
And they had some nice dances at Fremont, man.
Yeah, they did.
Nice dances.
They did. Fremont, man.
Fremont was a fun high school back then.
Fremont was a fun high school.
Yeah.
I used to love going there, man. And you know, we used to ditch and go up there though. Yeah, from Bethune. You know, we ditch from Bethune, go hang out, you know, everybody right up under them trees where all the benches was, you know what I mean? And that was an experience, man. It was something about Fremont though.
Hey, we were so vicious up at Fremont, man. We had ditch and then go up in Mr. Madlock's office and hang out and talk shit with him, make him give us passes to classes and shit. I'm talking about 15 deep. What were y'all in the class? We got locked out. We need to talk about some issues around here, you know.
Real shit, right?
Yeah. And Madlock shit. Madlock didn't want no problem because he knew we was deep and we was fucking up. Oh, it was bad though. We was fucking up. We used to beat niggas up just for the hell of it, man.
Fremont, man. And I don't care what nobody say. That was to me, that was a Hoover school. You know, to me, you know, and that's not taking nothing from nobody else, from the Swans or the East Coast or anybody else, but that was our school with members, you know.
I say from what, 79, from 79 to like 82.
Mm-hmm.
Fremont was
82.
cool.
Yeah, I would say 82, because that's when I left. I ended up leaving again. Yeah.
Yeah, because I got there in
81, as a
79.
matter of fact, I left.
I got there in 79, 80, 81. I graduated in 81. But the crew after us in 82, they was holding it down too. I don't know what happened at the 82.
But that was, you do recall that.
Yeah. 82, Crow and Charlie Brown, Little Leo and all that.
Yeah. Like I say, too, I was gone at that time. By that time, I was actually gone. A lot of us were actually. By 82, a lot of us
locked up. Shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
We were gone, you know. So, and that's a good segue into the next one. Did you ever fall victim to incarceration? Do you ever do any time?
Yeah, I did time.
Right.
I used to be in the hall. I went to the hall 3 or 4 times. I was trying to go to YL camp, but they never would take me. You know? I wanted to go up there and hang out with the homies.
Go chill.
You know, first I got was the hall. You know, I think I went to Silmore, LP, and Central.
All through. Well, I haven't been to Silmore, but yeah, LP and Central for sure, huh?
But they would never give me no camp time or no damn YA time.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
But you know, back then, shit.
Everybody went to
Everybody,
I'm
all
gonna go kick with the
crew
homies.
was doing time. They was locked up. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go hang out with the homies.
Man.
But I'm glad I didn't though.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause I know. Was Junior part of y'all crew or our crew?
Lil Sam?
Yeah.
Lil Sam was part of our crew.
Yeah.
Even though
I fuck with Junior though. Yeah.
He's a year younger than me.
Yeah.
His birthday coming up too.
Yeah,
17.
it is. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And if I
We're gonna give him a call.
He gonna let me.
Gonna give him a call. Shout out, Sam. Shout out. Yeah, man. Cause I hung with Junior too. You know, he raised them pigeons real tough, and that was a magnet for me. You know, we used to go in his backyard, man. All them damn pigeons and shit, and the dirt bikes.
Raised pigeons.
Everybody raised pigeons though.
Every time
you had pigeons.
Yeah. Every time you throw your birds up.
I think I hit your cage. I mean, I can tell you that now. I don't know. I probably hit that cage.
I had that girl shepherd in the yard.
You did have a dog though. You did have a dog.
Yeah, dogs.
You don't remember your cage being hit?
My cage got hit a couple of times.
Yeah. So
and then we switched from my yard to my cousin Rusty yard.
Yep.
His house was down.
Rusty had the cage next. Yeah. I remember where that cage used to sit to in your yard. Them damn dogs in that backyard, and I'm sitting there and I'm on my bike just looking at the outside the gate like I'm gonna get this cage right here.
And you remember my hut?
You had a little hut, yeah.
In the backyard.
In the back.
We used to go kick it in.
Yeah.
We used to be deep up in that motherfucker getting loaded.
Man.
Everything went on in the hut.
Everything, man. You know shit y'all did. You did have a hut in that motherfucker. Yeah.
We used to ditch up in that motherfucker.
Yeah. I think I remember when shit. It wasn't a shack, but it was big enough for enough heads to be in.
My hut was about big from here to where you sitting at.
Yeah.
Wall from here to there. That's how big it was.
Yeah.
Had a king size bed up in there. A couch with them long ass wood stereos.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, y'all alley had at least 2 or 3 different spots we could kick it in. Next door to in back of Nutman and them.
Yeah.
They had that whole, we had that whole garage. That huge, that was a huge ass garage. Couches, everything up in there. Your hut, and maybe it was one more. I don't know, man. But that alley was always active.
We should kick it behind the apartments in the middle of the block where Felicia and Yolanda them used to live at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the apartments. Yeah, I know you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right there with the shortcuts going to the phone.
Yep. Come through the apartments, right across the field, through the field. Before they built the new homes.
You know the first 4 apartments is in the middle of the block, right?
Yeah. Oh, no doubt about it. Bunch in Blade them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Bunch in Blade them. Come on now. Yeah. Don't too many bugs know that though. Yeah. Bunch in Blade them, man. Yeah. Man.
That's where all the homies used to hang out right there. Because that was the shortcut going to 75th.
That was another one. Go to 75th through Slim and them. Yeah. And that was before Perry moved over there too. In them apartments, because Perry ended up moving. Yeah, he didn't live there then. Yeah, a bunch of them, they was upstairs. I think first apartment, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's all kind of history, bro, that we could, we can chop it up on, man. And again, man, the shack days was another one. Them was some of the best days too, though.
We had some nice shacks.
We had some nice shacks. I could recall when Lon first came. And we had that shack in front of Boosie house right across the street from the 4 apartments.
Yeah, behind the church.
Yes, right next door.
Kick
the dough in. It hit it there, boom. Yeah, hey, Matisha too. No, Matisha, it happened to Matisha too. Yeah, man, kick that dough in. She thought Art was playing, and it was the police. Kicked that dough in, hit her right. She had a big ass hickey on her head. Terrence too, though.
I didn't know Matisha called it.
Yeah, man.
Terrence and Miss Johnson made him cut his hair for that shit.
Cut his perm up?
Yeah, made him cut his hair.
Oh.
No, he hated that.
Man, he had a perm like shit. Nobody been it. Yeah, man, that was a hell of a shack. I was telling people, those who know gas, lights, water, furniture, we were squatters basically. We know nothing about squatting, but we had took this place, man, and that's where we were. Yeah.
And then we had one on 76 behind the liquor store.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But no, not directly behind the liquor store, but right there. You remember
before you get to the duplex.
The what? Yeah.
Where the water was.
I got exactly what you're talking about.
It was an old body shop.
It was old. Yep. There you go.
We had that one for a long time too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that fucking washateria right there in that parking lot with all them cars, and then that shack.
Yeah.
We had quite a few, man. That's quite a few. I was again, when we sit down and talk about how we came up in our community, I was thinking about also, man, a lot of us, man, a lot of us went through a lot of shit. We've been through some shit, a lot of us, yeah, there you go, incarceration, man. A lot of homies aren't here. Good dudes, man. Drugs, you know what I mean? I think about all this shit, man, and I think about the impact it had on us, man. The impact it had, man. Like I said, the drugs and jail, and then just losing loved ones. What devastated you more or most, other than your own issue? In regards to the homies of something that happened, man, that just took the wind out your sails, man.
Homies passing away.
Yeah.
And how they passed away.
Yeah. A lot of good brothers, man.
A few homies, died peacefully, but we got a few homies that died tragically.
Vitally. Yeah. 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 Remember K-Mac?
K-Mac.
Kim Bell?
Yes. K-Mac.
Yeah.
K-Mac. I was trying to get that deuce from his ass.
You know what? His mother also good person.
I was going around there talking to her and his grandmother trying to get out. K-Mac got my gun.
Yeah. She wasn't gonna give you that strap though, bro.
He was locking up on. He locked up on his Ace.
Mhm.
Mark lit on 23rd.
Yeah.
Mark said, "If you can get it, you can have it."
You was trying to get the strap.
And he was hiding from me, man. I was, we didn't run into each other that much after that. And then I heard the tragedy, what happened.
Yeah.
They say he shot himself. I don't believe that shit.
Nah, he didn't do that, bro. Nah. And that was down there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That broad, the female.
But K-Mac and the Bell was a true homie, though.
Mm.
Yeah. He was another one that he was at Bethune with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. A rider, too.
Yeah, K-Mac was a rider.
He was a rider. He was a rider. And like I remember his mom, she was a rider.
Yeah, she was.
She was a rider.
She wasn't no joke.
Man, you see where he got it from. You know what I mean? Yeah,
K-Mac
man.
stayed on 76, huh?
Yeah, K-Mac stayed on, was it 76? Hoover and Fig?
Between Hoover and Fig.
Yeah.
2 houses from Ace and them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, that street was we had a lot of homies on that street as well.
Yeah.
Robert Johnson stayed on that street.
Between Hoover and Vermont.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he stayed on both sides, actually.
Yeah.
Back in the day, he's lived right on the corner. When we lived on 76 and Fig, on Hoover, right there across the street from Timmy and them. Their house is right there across the street from the hamburger stand between Hoover and Fig. That first house. And then they end up moving down to the middle of the block between Hoover and Vermont.
Okay.
And then we moved down 3 houses from him, Hoover and Vermont. But that was another OG homie, man.
Yeah.
Another one used to chase me.
That nigga used to chase me.
Like, damn, man, why the fuck?
I broke his ass on the crap game. That nigga
you got him?
From Sammy and them house all the way to my front porch.
Hey, he was a cold piece too.
All the way to my front porch. Then he found out who my brother was.
Backed all the way up. Like, oh, my bad. And his sister Robin, man, and Do Man, rest in peace.
Man, and they,
yeah.
Little sister.
Yeah, Letha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, man.
Then we started jacking together.
No shit.
After he found out who my brother was. He stopped messing with me and we started jacking.
Y'all started jacking together? Right, man.
Used to get him. Nigga, you just hold him. We gonna go in his pockets.
Yeah.
Robert knocked their ass out.
Man.
Robert, that brother chased the shit out of me that day, though.
Y'all
was like, "Leave me alone, nigga, you lost."
Yeah, quit playing, yeah.
Give my money back, nigga.
It
lost. Nigga say, "Run, I broke."
He was gone.
I was gone. That's funny as hell.
And that was one of the coldest things, experiences too, knowing you in this crap game with certain homies.
Yeah.
And if you win, it's gonna be something. The end result is gonna be an issue after this, man.
You know who my brother used to get me with all the time?
Who?
Threaten me with? Tim.
Black ass Timmy?
Tim.
No shit.
Because Tim was our age.
Yeah.
But he was part of their
crew. He was older than me, but he was in a higher crew.
Yeah, he was a part of their
early crew, yeah.
And I used to get Tanya in trouble at home all the time. Like, that's all right. That's why I wouldn't get when I see Tim, I'm like, Tim, fuck you up. I ain't scared of Tim. I was scared like a mother. But every time I seen that nigga, he
man,
nothing to me because Tanya didn't say nothing to him.
Timmy was a good dude too. Yeah. Dudes just he was no nonsense, put it like that. But man, Timmy, we've all experienced, something, in some point in our time that, if you think back on, you was like, fuck, man, that was something that I went through and I'm survived it, and again, a lot of homies did not survive, I'm glad
I went through the shit I went.
Mm-hmm.
Be the person I am now.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you then, because I've asked this question, you just made a statement, someone said the same thing, and I said, well, would you have changed anything if that's the case?
Few things, I would have, if I'd have knew better than to start smoking that shit and then make money off of it like I was doing at first.
Yeah.
I would have never smoked it.
Yeah. But overall, you would not change.
Other than that, I wouldn't have changed anything.
Yeah, and I said what you said because that would take from who I am today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to consider that. Then I wouldn't be me, and I couldn't tell you who the fuck I'd be.
The only bad choice I made was getting high off the product.
So did you did prison time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 or 3 times.
Yeah. I recall hearing you in too. Damn, no shit.
Yep.
It wasn't long stretches though.
My last time was a couple of years.
Yeah.
And shit, they gave me 2 strikes on that, so you know, 85%.
Mm-hmm.
And now, you know, you fuck up now.
You had sense enough like, you're not gonna give me the third one.
Be 15, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm good. You know, I don't smoke no more.
Right.
And shit, I learned how to work.
Yeah.
You know, so I work every goddamn day.
Mm-hmm. Are you a dad?
Yeah, I'm a dad. I'm a grandpa.
You're a granddad?
I got grandkids. I got 8 grandkids.
Wow.
One of my own with my daughter, and then my wife got 4 kids, and they got kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Hell yeah. And they know Pawpaw.
Yeah, right.
They know Pawpaw. They know Pawpaw don't take no shit.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it, man.
You be like, Pawpaw, I didn't have a good day at school today, Pawpaw. You know what that mean, huh? You like, yeah, I'm gonna try to do better. I'm like, all right, if you don't, I'm gonna make you smell my dope. I put my dope up there, they know I'm gonna make you smell my dope.
Smell my dope.
You wanna smell my dope? No.
Man.
Yeah, I love my grandkids, man. I love all my children. It's beautiful now, you know.
Yeah.
I get a chance to live and kick back and see what I'm living for. You know, back then we were just trying to get it.
That's it. You know, almost when we have a conscience. You know what I mean? That's just you know, deep in
no conscience at all.
You know.
Wasn't worried about the next day.
Wasn't even worried about it. Yeah, it's a trip though, you know, again, and just listen to you. And then knowing what I know, you know, just my interactions with you, you do appreciate your life. You appreciate your life, man.
You got to appreciate.
And that says a lot.
If you want to live, you got to appreciate it.
You got to appreciate it.
You know, you got to shit.
So your last jolt in prison was it. You say, hey man, wait a minute.
I got out in 96. I ain't looking back.
That's a long run, bro. That's a
back.
long run coming where we come
Feel
from.
good. I ain't got no parole. I ain't got no probation. I ain't got no cases, no warrants, no DUIs. None of that shit.
It's a long run, bro.
Feel good.
Yeah.
I can say that.
Living your best life.
Living my best life. Taking care of my wife. Moms.
There you go.
Wife get on my damn nerves, though.
Yeah. Oh, don't say it too many times, so she might watch and you be in the world of hurt, in the doghouse, as they say.
That's my backbone, though.
Yeah, man. And we all need that. You know, standing erect, man. You know, keep pushing us, man, to do the things we need to do. I want to talk about
Trey folks, 7-Eleven, the deuce and the nine. You have been, you will be under the bridge.
But we ain't gang banging, this is about education. We trying to educate our youth right now, nigga. Hey, said day is the best day. Skip walking across the floor in the best way. From Trey to the one way, it's a stump day. LA to the NY, let this funk
you know, back in them days, it was love, loyalty, respect, and honesty,
that's my
man.
nigga Gumby right there from the juice, bitch.
Ex-busters, hooks, and snitches put on pedestals and ventilators.
Say lows on that Hoover shit. HIP, Tony Moon, one of the hardest poets I ever heard, connected with this star shit. Hey, baby Jap and Jap 5, quick to set it off on the mic in the shack live.
When the shit get real and feel to the wheel, and then you'll see you sitting up in that motherfucker looking at that light sin, that death sin.
Then they run into a witness stand, telling on their own homeboys.
Hoover stomp all night like this. Hoover stomp
I know
like
trouble, I know how to start them BS
I'm a New York nigga in the Pacific Sun. I say West Side Hoover if you ask where I'm from. Finest California runs, infusing my lungs. All about my bread, I ain't leaving.
Understand the end game. What's your end game? What's your purpose?
Keep one in the head or I don't need a gun. I'm with Hawk on Hoover Street with a low ass jump. Hopping down Figueroa with a whole selling cunt.
You have been.
Like this, come second to none. Grooving like Scone Young, grooving like Booker Bone. I'm bad to the bone.